Well, have you heard the saying, the world is but a canvas to our imagination? Well, one local artist came up with a pretty literal interpretation to that philosophy. Mike Bennett creates life-size wooden cutouts of some of the most popular cartoons on the planet and then hides them around Portland for people to find and keep as little treasures. And lately, folks far beyond the Rose City have been taking notice. I stopped by Mike's garage studio to learn more. Well, he's known on Reddit as the wooden cutout guy. We're going to go ahead and call you Mike Bennett.
Sure,
how's that?
So,
Mike, you have been bringing some of our favorite cartoon characters to sort of life size at least,
yeah.
right? With these gorgeous painted wooden cutouts. You make them and then you hide them. And then in turn, you just kind of make everyone in Portland smile. How did this all get started?
I mean, that's definitely the goal. My parents sent me some Calvin and Hobbes books a few months ago, and I was thinking about how much fun the snowmen are that Calvin makes to annoy his parents. And I was like, oh, that'd be really cool to have in the front yard, but it's gonna melt, and you know, that's a bummer because that's a lot of work. So we had a lot of wood in this garage, as you can see, and I decided to paint one and put it in the front yard, and the neighbors loved it.
And then how did you decide to, oh, maybe I should go hide these around town? Like, where did that idea come from?
Well, you know, we're not on a really busy street, but the neighbors and the people who walk through our neighborhood absolutely loved it. So I was just like, well, if they're liking it, I should probably put them out for, it cost me nothing to make. Why don't I just toss it in the real world?
I love that. What has the reaction been from people who find your art?
It's so fun. People will like tag me on Instagram and just say, thanks for making my day, or they'll like just add me on Twitter and just like write something. It's really wonderful to hear what people think.
And you kind of started off too as you're somewhat of a Vine star, weren't you?
I was. Rest in peace, Vine. Yeah, no, Vine was great. I made really small scale things like miniatures, and those did really well. I called them paper doll puppet shows. Vine was crazy.
Vine was crazy, and now you're kind of a celebrity on TikTok.
Right. Not a sentence I ever thought I would hear.
Yeah. Hundreds of thousands of followers. I mean, your videos are getting nearly 1 million views each.
Yeah.
Tell me about the videos you're posting on there.
So I noticed that a lot of people like behind the scenes footage, and I enjoy it too. So I decided that while I'm making these, there's a phone in my pocket. I might as well just shoot some B-roll and then edit it together to some music, and you know, people seem to really enjoy it.
How do you decide what to make?
I kind of look at what's popular on the internet right now, and I'm just like, okay, I like that enough to spend some time with it. You know, I definitely do it for myself, and I do it for an audience, so like, I'm doing a Rick and Morty piece right now, and I know the world is obsessed with Rick and Morty.
We're obsessed with Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I might as well use it while it's here.
What do you want Mike Bennett art to transform into?
So, my favorite thing that's come out of this is a lot of these are based on other people's work, and I don't want to make money from that. So what I've been doing is letting people adopt these, take them home, and in doing so, they donate to charity to take them with them. So we made almost $5,000 off of these at this point for about 10 local charities.
I can imagine walking down the street and running into one of these characters, and you know how much fun that would be. What's the best reaction you've received? One
of my favorite gifs to use is Homer sliding into the bushes. And we have some bushes in front of our house that are exactly the same, so I made a Homer who's like halfway out. And our neighbors will sit across the street and like have a drink in the evening, and they'll say cars will pull up and then slowly roll backwards and go take a picture. It's so funny, and I've seen people do it too. That makes me really happy.
Well, can we go hide one of your...
Let's do it,
okay.
Yeah. I can finish this one up.
Perfect. So not only are we going to hide one, we're going to hide one and tell you where it is so you can go find it. So be sure to stay tuned. And if you want to follow along on Mike's animated adventures, we'll have some links for you on our website, kptv.com/moregdo.